Good afternoon, pond lovers. So after treating the koi with ozone in the end of the last video, I did discuss the film on the top, and I woke up the next morning and the drum was errored because the old ozone had clogged up the drum. So two things: next time I will not make it as runny as it was, and secondly I'm going to have a second bowl to put the koi in first to revive it before I then pop it back in the pond, I think. That way most of the ozone will be in the bowl water rather than in the pond water, because it certainly does clog up your drums. Because when I woke up this morning and realised that the shower was only trickling, I came in here because of the old error 33 on there. We've got error 11 at the minute, so I've just lifted the lid. So what I did is I put my other screens, I got 3 spare screens that I always clean and store away. As you can see, they're the dirty ones, which have been cleaned, just not in great detail at the minute. And I chucked them in quickly before I went to work. When I come home from work, error 33 again. So what I did is I whipped out the dirty screens. I've given them a damn good scrub with some degreaser and everything else, but that stuff is really hard to get off. So I'll keep my eye on it for the rest of the day. I'll finish work now, 4 o'clock, and just make sure that it doesn't go into error 35 again, error 33 even, and then fingers crossed we should be good. But because of it's been off most of the night probably, and some of today, I don't know how long it lasted before it got clogged up, but we're a wee bit cloudy in there. So gotta keep cleaning them screens until all that stuff is gone. And, I mean, it's still going off regularly. It literally only went off 5 minutes ago, but that could be because of how dirty the pond currently is, not having any filtration or mechanical filtration on all night. So there he is. But I'm going to document how he heals over the next week or so, if he does. I'm going to speak to Mike once I finish recording this clip and see how often I need to treat with this ozone. And everything is all hunky-dory. There's the other one that's got 2 bash scales. He might get a bit of ozone as well, but just don't want it to turn into what happened to little Tancho under there. So I'll keep you updated on the drum, and be careful those using ozone with a drum. I will work out the best way to do it. As I say, I think not make it as runny as I did, and have a separate bowl to put them back in, and I think that's the way to go. But I will try it. If I have to treat him again, I'll let you know if it works out any better. But, snap back to you all in a bizzle. So documenting the ozone healing process, 10 o'clock in the evening, day 1. That looks sore. And that's day 2. Don't know if it's looking any better yet or not. So day 4, looking a bit better now. Not a lot, but a bit. So it's been about a week. Well, it's been exactly a week, because that was the Monday. We're now on the following Sunday. So we'll go out and have a look at the koi and see how it's doing. But before I do, I'm going to spin you around and show you what I actually picked up from the show. So I've got some more growth, but I got the 3 mil pellets this time for the growth, because we're now just starting to come into autumn. Most of that will probably end up in the fry pond. Got their staple food, which I'll put a picture up on the screen now of the ingredients for that. That stuff looks pretty darn good too. And I've also got a big old bag of this, just to help see me through the autumn. It's the JPD staple. There will be other bits mixed in, because that is nowhere near enough food for the autumn, but couldn't really find any foods that I liked while I was there. That I've just picked up from a garden centre who's waiting to go down to the shed. But I also got a couple of mugs while I was there. I was handed a Nutrimare mug. Their food's apparently pretty good too. I've not tried it myself, but I've heard good things. A couple of people in the old Koi Club use the Nutrimare food, so I may give it a go next time I need some food. And I was also handed a Satomi Nishigoi Premium Koi Sale mugs. This fella has a YouTube channel as well. If you haven't seen his channel, go check him out. But he sells some absolutely cracking gorgeous fish. Yeah, go check him out, guys. Tell him Keeping It Koi sent you. But yeah, that's what I come home from the show with. My bags of salt have arrived. Another full bag has gone in the pond. I've got 2 more bags down there as well. But let's go out and see how the koi is doing. It started to look really, really good. It's just been raining. It's only just stopped, which is why I've got the camera out now. But it started to look really good at one point, and I thought, oh, we're doing well, but it's still better, but not perfect. So he might come out again this evening if it stops raining. As you can see, the rest of them are all happy as Larry, as always. There he is. Gonna turn around for us? Nope. Right, let me get a shot of him and I'll snap back to you. I've been sat here for 10 minutes now and he won't come past the window, but I have seen the other koi that all had little red marks and stuff, and the rest of everybody that I tret with Ozone, because there was 3 koi I tret, all seem to be doing pucker. The little tiny kahaka you can see right down in the distance there, he had a red mark on near his tail and another one near his mouth, and both of them got tret with Ozone, and there's not a single red mark on him now, so it's worked for him. As I say, the Tancho, he oh, here he comes. Look at that for timing. A lot of the red has gone down. I mean, it was a lot worse than that. I'll put another clip quickly into how red it was before. It's helping. It's not a miracle cure, but it's helping. So yeah, I'm going to put the camera down now, get the bowl. Here he is again. Where it's still red, I think is where them last few scales that the dead ones that I couldn't get out, I think that's where it's not healing very well. So I'm going to see if they'll come out today and give him one more go. There he is, he's just rolled over, so I'm going to get him out in a second and just fill in this bucket up, because I'm using that one to revive him in instead of putting all the ozone into the pond. So I've managed to pull out the rest of the dead scales. That's where you can see it's all really red here and here, but that part where it's gone back to being white looks like it's healing quite well. But I read up the instructions very well this time. Wait 30 seconds after putting that on for the stuff to start to set, and then as I say, that's now deep enough to revive him in, and hopefully it won't clog up the drum again. So yeah, I don't know how well it's going to come out on camera, but you can really see the ozone gel on the surface of the water in here, and that is what I didn't want back on the pond. So he's just starting to come back round now, so while he's still half sedated, I'm going to transfer him into the net on the pond. And there we go, he's back now, but again, you can still, even though it's been in a separate bowl of water, you can still see it on the surface of the pond. And while I let him go off, if you've got a drum and you decide to use ozone, be very careful, because this stuff, as you can see, like I said before, it's like a candle wax when it sets, and that in there is going to go through the drum screens. It's setting as it's cooling down, and it's going to bind to the drum screens in there. And I had to scrub the drum screens in there 3 times with boiling hot soapy water, and the drum was still going off every 5 minutes. Luckily I have spare ones, so I've got them 3 over there. These are the drum screens. They don't look like they've been cleaned, but I assure you they have. But they'll go back in in about an hour, once all the oily stuff has gone down the skimmer, and I will then get 3 more out and give them a scrub in boiling hot soapy water, and then once they've been done, get another 3 out and clean them. That's me siphon, clean that off, put that away. So he's back in and he's swimming around and all looking good again. So I'll keep tabs over the next couple of days, and in the next video, like before, I'll add in a few clips of how he's looking and how he's healing. And so, I mean, what more can I do? Last chance saloon. That's all the dead scales out now, and we'll see if he continues to heal the rate that middle bit had healed, where it had gone back to being white and stuff. He's got a chance, so fingers crossed. Little tip when using ozone though, I've mentioned it before, the smell, I mean, it literally feels like my fingers are coated in wax at the minute. That you can wash off, but the smell stays on your fingers for hours, and I mean hours. You could probably even smell it the next morning. So if you don't smell the tub of ozone gel. If you don't like the smell of it, wear rubber gloves and don't get it on your fingers. But surprisingly, I quite like that smell. It's very surgical, very surgical. So yeah, as always, he's not going to swim past the window. It is time they had an evening feed, so I am going to give them some food. Obviously the net's been in the water again, so they're going to probably be a bit spooked to start off with, but or not. Charlie the Chag never spooked. Oh yes, here she is, look. Makes a nice change. But when there's food involved, like I've said before, she's never stopped feeding, or he has never stopped feeding. They just always act a bit spooked and erratic after the net's been in, probably like most people's ponds. But she's still feeding. Hopefully that's the last time she'll have to come out. But I'm just going to feed the smaller ones. Not seen them for a while. They know when it's feeding time. Look. I'll try and fly out the pond, these guys, including soaking me. Yeah, they're not bothered, are they? No problems in there. I'll just quickly get the little tiny guys some food as well. They're on a bigger scoop now, because they've probably doubled in size since I picked them up from Pond College. You can see them in there. I'll stick the phone in there in a minute. I'll just tip the food in. There we are. Someone asked me a question the other day, how am I weighting my net down? And 2 big stones there. One of the fish in there is actually the fry from these guys. It was not growing at all, and obviously out-competed for food constantly. So I've stuck it in there, and it's not actually even the biggest one in there. So a couple of biggest ones, when they get a tiny bit bigger, they'll come out again and join the rest of the fish. They get higher growth and smaller pellets in there. There is even the odd pink pellet still kicking about in there. Not that the little fish would be able to eat them, but I'm leaving them in there for a while. So yeah, still dealing with the bacterial issues. Costing me an absolute arm and a leg. There's CT in the pond now as well. That was part of the treatment regime that Mike from Shosha Koi advised. So we're up to 0.4 salt now. Another full bag of salt has gone in. So it's two full bags, some CT, which is chloramine tea. For those of you that don't know, we've tried acroflavin, we've done PP, or we did PP first, then acroflavin, and we're now on the old CT. So there's certainly not any bad bacteria in there. They are only down to 2 feeds a day now because of the amount of antibac stuff that's gone in the pond. Obviously that means the good bacteria unfortunately has been harmed just as much as the bad bacteria. A few people have said Virkon, and I've got Virkon in the cupboard, and I'm normally a big fan of Virkon, but I'm doing what I've been told by the experts on this occasion. I know Virkon's good, but I always recommended CT because it doesn't say you can on the packet, but apparently it can be used with salt, and it's been in there now for a week and the fish are absolutely fine. So obviously it can be used with salt, at least for koi anyway. For those of you that have sturgeon and anything else, double check read up. But yeah, as I was saying, it's costing me an absolute fortune. This test is on hold at the minute. I've still got about that much left of this tub, so about 2/3 of the tub left, and because, as I say, there's salt and all sorts else in the pond at the minute, so that's on hold. My sphagnum moss is still growing great in there, ready for next year's air layers. But yeah, limited edition. Let me show you something. So yeah, as you can see, I'm in the van. One, because it's very windy, and two, because this is the best place to show you what I'm on about. Now, a lot of you have asked over the years how you can support the channel, and I know there's supers and all that malarkey via YouTube, and that's fantastic. And for those of you that have dropped a super over the years, massive thank you and big thumbs up to you guys. But don't like to ask for things for free, so to help support the channel, what I've done is made some limited edition car air fresheners. Now, little man holding the koi there with my logo in the background, and on the back, keeping it koi. Now, these are peach scented. I have one in the car. It smells, oh, absolutely gorgeous. And I don't know if you can see the words on it, because obviously they're white, but no, it does say keeping it koi around there as well. But yeah, they smell absolutely gorgeous. They're peach scented. If you'd like to help support the channel, I'm going to put these on eBay for £2 a pop, and the link will be in the video description of this video. There's 49 now available, because I've got one hanging up there, making the van smell beautiful. So if you'd like to get your hands on one of these and help support the channel, link in the description, it would be much appreciated. So on that note, guys, thanks all for watching. Like the video if you haven't already, and we'll catch you on the next one.